Hi guys, welcome to the updated Light Archer PV guide. I didn't come back to the game, I'm just waiting for Lost Ark release. I'm sorry, this video will be very scuffed. Like I said, I quitted the game and I'm not really motivated to do a high quality video, let's say like this. They did a few changes on the Light Archer, some buff on the soul shields. Your golden eye is a passive. This is absolutely wrong. This does something else though, but the localization didn't bother to translate it. So you want to go like this. It's a more R&B dependent class now. You go like this: Hunter's Mark, Echo Maker, Agile Hunter, Pyrotechnic, and see the sights. Why Agile Hunter? I tell you right now, because this does give you a 1 second iframe on every ray strike. So before we would always play on Sunburst, now we play on ray strike and use mainly that as our main ability. So we have become more of a range class than before. Before we were like melee using Sunburst, now we are range. We want to use only ray strike as much as possible so we can get the iframe, and it's pretty neat. So ray strike and Sunburst have like literally the same base damage, so you can choose what you want to play, range or melee. If you want to parse on dummy, of course you're gonna play with Sunburst because ray strike on dummy is absolute autistic. But I recommend to play with range strike. As a new player, veterans have probably all this on Sunburst, and they don't want to lose like 20% damage, 20, but like 20%, 21% damage on Sunburst, which you lose if you play with ray strike. So what they did was like QE changes. Now your R&B doesn't reset, it's only your third R&B that reduces the cooldown for 6 seconds on your QE iframes. And you can change that back to how it was with this talent, but your second iframe won't be an iframe anymore, which is kind of bad. I think it would be okay to play on PvP, since like you won't get a third R&B out in PvP, but in PvP I think it's useless. And Artful Dodger in general, it's absolutely useless, because yeah, you get 3 second cooldown reduction on QE, but you have so much iframe with that anyway, and you can, since you are stationary, you can just if you use 1E, you can just RB 3 times. You have it already. Like, it's not that bad. So it's like how we want to play. Skill distribution: first ray strike, then dart, long shot, golden. It should be like this. If you parse with Sunburst on F12 dummy, maybe you see that dart is over Sunburst, but you still keep first Sunburst and dart on 5 points because of awakened R&B. When you have burst and you have all points on dart, you will have no DPS again because of soulburn. So that's why I would say like better to just put it on Sunburst first, then on dart. So rotation is pretty much the same like before, just without the QE strafe, and you want to play with GCD. I have like offset minus 0.09 to minus 0.1215. I have low ping, so I'm fine with 0.09, but you have to know it yourself. I'm not the expert in GCD, and like I said, rotation is pretty much the same. And by the way, watch the first guide I did on Light Archer PvE, then watch this guide, because yeah, you might get confused because I don't say everything. So you want to open with X fireworks, C LMB sunburst, LMB sunburst, tap sunburst, sunburst, then LMB RMB sunburst, or LMB RMB sunburst. That's like your main rotation. X on cooldown, but not 2 times in a row. Like maybe wait till 10 seconds. You can look at the bracelet uptime, and then use X. C pretty much on cooldown after every sunburst or after X. And you don't QE strafe on main rotation. You still play with auto long shot. You can play with simple mode if you don't want to play with XML, but auto long shot is the better option to play in PvE and with GCD, like I said before. Alright, now let's see Breaker. Breaker, you want to play with this talent. The rest is the same. Now, Breaker is kind of interesting. Like people say Light Archer is bad at Breaker. Light Archer is pretty good at Breaker. You can get to 50% Breaker per minute. I did on the dummy with using 2 times induction at the beginning, and after 30 seconds you can literally get 50% if you play it like it's supposed to be. It's a little bit harder like this to play, but it is the intentional way to play it, and it's not bad. Like I said, Breaker on Light Archer is not bad. Like the most important part here is using your X and then induction pretty fast, because like most people might do like this induction, then X, and then push. That's not good. You wanna use X then induction, because like this has a travel time, so you get the break points when you use it even after you use your X. So 2%, and stage 3 gives you like 3%. And if you want to be hardcore, you can S after, it gives you like 5 to 6%. So that's only from X. If you want to SS, you should start around like 10 meters, 11 meters. I would say 11 meters, because Ray Strike can miss from 16 meters. So you want to stay optimal on maximum 14 meters, not further away, not closer than like 10 meters. You can get closer depending on the hitbox of that boss, but dummy is such a retarded thing that you just miss so many shots. I wish I could make this big, I don't know, like Thrall or something. Like if you have something big like Thrall, you could literally stay melee range and hit all shots, but because it's so small, you have to watch your meters. So like I said, you can use your X, stage 3 as induction SS, dash back in, tab or Ray Strike first, then Ray Strike again, then tab. When you have 3 Ray Strikes stacks, you go back to melee and use sunburst. So it's filling the breaker bar is about switching your between Ray Strikes and sunburst, because it does constantly fill up the bar during the whole fight, not only during the induction. Like during induction, it doesn't matter. You can just, it fills up every Ray Strike or sunburst and don't strike. But outside of induction, you have to switch between Ray Strike and sunburst. That's the optimal way to play. I would suggest to have mixed stones here, and when skill distribution to have Ray Strike and sunburst, Ray Strike first and sunburst, then dart. Or you could even argue that you should go at first dart, then Ray Strike sunburst, because dart will probably highest DPS, because this damage here is split it. So opener on breaker. So you want to say like 10 meters. Talisman. Induction SS. So you can see that I got like 90% during that 6 seconds. I had no SS, so that's why I had to wait. So this was bad. I should have used my induction there. As you can see, like I'm 50 seconds into the fight and it's 46% breaker, and I did some mistakes even, like I could have done that even better. But yeah, that's how you can play breaker on the new dungeons. The opener, you can X stage 3, induction SS. But during the fight, it's not worth to hardcast stage 3X. You can just softcast stage 3X induction, but okay, I have to stand further away and be faster. You can use like stage 1X induction SS. That gives you like 3%, but I wouldn't even do that honestly. Okay, if you're too close, it's kind of hard to hit. Wonder if it's even possible. Okay, now I can't see. Ah. One. Like if you're even too close and use stage 1X then induction, it doesn't even work properly because like I said, it has a travel time, so it makes it harder to hit. Like you need to, like when you're melee, SS first, then X induction ray strike, because you can literally not hit it. It's impossible. But on rage, you can fill the breaker bar. But on melee, X induction doesn't work. So you got the SS out and X induction and play with ray strike, or just use it like before induction. Use stormbolt. It doesn't matter. It's only 2%. It's better to keep your rotation up than focus on little small things. But on opener, it's very worth to, like I said, stage 3X, induction SS. You gotta be pretty fast about that. Like now, I was still fast enough, but. And like I said, I quitted the game, not really playing, just waiting for Lost Ark. And that's why this video is so scuffed. Not really interested in spending a lot of time for the 3 light archers left in this game. And yeah, I mean, I probably missed some things out. I will upload 1-2 parse videos. Oh, by the way, if you wanna parse, I know GCD value. I don't know without GCD, but with GCD you can get to 2.7, 2.8 RMBs sunburst, and 2.3 RMBs, 2.2. Like if your aim should be you get 2.6 sunburst and 2.2 RMB. But like I said, you can get 2.3 RMB, you can get 2.7, nearly 2.8 sunburst, but 2.7 is should be the goal. Like 2.8 should not be the goal, 2.7 should be the goal. And yeah, thanks for watching.